Welcome back to another episode of Miss Bioscience. Let's start with a little story.
Once upon a time, there were extraordinary animals with fascinating behavioral adaptations. Scrub jays hid food and could adapt their searches based on perishability. Escherichia coli prepared enzymes tailored to the sugars in their environments. Chinstrap penguins protected their eggs while getting over 11 hours of sleep through 4-second micronaps. African wild dogs voted for the next hunt by sneezing their approval. These innate behaviors were dependable. As long as the environment stayed the same, these patterns ensured survival. But when the environment changed, the story was different. The jay couldn't locate its hidden food, E. coli enzymes no longer matched the sugars available, and the penguin's short naps gave new predators just enough time to strike. The dog's votes led to endless deadlocks. Even worse than failing, these behaviors were inflexible. Despite the repeated failures, they were unable to learn and adapt. The jay kept searching in vain. E. coli continued producing ineffective enzymes. The penguins kept napping, and the dogs stayed stuck in an endless loop of indecision. In Greek mythology, they believed that early humans were similar to other animals, relying on innate behaviors to survive. Doomed to repeat the same responses over and over, whether or not they brought success. Then the Titan Prometheus stole fire from the heavens and gifted it to the humans, along with the gift of foresight, writing, mathematics, agriculture, medicine, science. In fact, the name Prometheus means foresight, and they believed that this gift is what set humans apart from other animals. Using these gifts, humans flourished and created civilization. Even in ancient Greece, they acknowledged that these innate behaviors, while very efficient in certain settings, were inflexible. They couldn't learn from these behaviors if the environment changed. And that's what sets humans apart in some respect, our ability to look forward, plan, and adapt based on how things are changing and shifting around us.
The ability to time travel, at least in our minds, is rooted in episodic memory, which lets us recall personal experiences, actions, and emotions. While these memories feel vivid, they're often biased or incomplete. This malleability poses challenges like unreliable eyewitness testimony, but it's also key to our adaptability. Take my daily walks with my dog Gus. There's a particular fence with a hole just big enough for a dog's head. On our first pass, Gus had an altercation with a dog behind the fence. Now I recall that memory and shorten Gus's leash whenever we approach. Gus may remember two, or he may be conditioned by the previous walks to charge toward the fence. It's the only response I have seen him make despite multiple walks. Both of us are using past experiences to predict future outcomes. Unlike Gus, I can generate multiple responses. I could cross the street, use the moment for training, or distract Gus with treats. This flexibility helps us avoid hazards, but it also comes with a cost. My memory might not be entirely accurate. Over time, the grouchy dog behind the fence could morph in my mind into some monstrous beast like the Sandlot, especially if we continue to have aggressive experiences. Similarly, we might examine memories through rose-colored glasses, remembering things as better than they were because we are feeling nostalgic. Norman Rockwell's paintings are a great example of depicting the lovely, simple times during an era of American history that was quite tumultuous. As unreliable as our memory is, it's actually important for episodic pathways to be flexible so that we can plan for the future. Humans are future-focused by nature. Consider what you're carrying right now: a jacket for the cold, chapstick for dry air, tissues for sniffles. We've been prepping for the future since the dawn of time. Let's look at Ötzi, the 5,000-year-old Iceman discovered in the Alps. He carried an axe, a dagger, a bow and arrows, medicinal fungi, and tools to make fire. Even then, humans were planning ahead. This foresight also allows for specialization, enabling advancements in science, technology, and the arts. We are aware from a young age that we have a limited number of decades on Earth, if we are lucky. So we plan our lives to get as much done as possible. By the age of 18, we expect that a young adult can choose and pursue a career path and to begin education for that path. Mental time travel also allows young adults to set goals for family planning, such as marriage, children, parental care, etc. But it also comes with drawbacks. Planning ahead can make us greedy. A lion pride, bellies full from a feast, ignores nearby prey. Humans, on the other hand, acquire far beyond immediate needs. "I might need this someday" is the battle cry of every cluttered closet. Our forward focus also makes it hard to stay in the present. Even on vacation, we think about the next drink, the next beach visit, or the looming return to work. And sometimes our plans go hilariously wrong. Florida Man headlines and the Darwin Awards are evidence of miscalculated foresight. All the mental planning in the world can't catch every mistake. To mitigate these missteps, we rely on language. Sharing ideas and experiences lets us refine our plans. Think about your conversations today. How many involved discussing future plans? In fact, mental time travel might be part of the driving force behind language. It would be pretty hard to charade, "Let's go to space." For big projects like a moon landing, we divide tasks based on specialization. Each team works towards short-term goals, and we use timekeepers such as calendars to coordinate progress across groups. When things go wrong, a post-mortem is performed to identify the miscalculations that could be improved on. Apollo 11 was the first mission to get men on the moon. That means Apollos 1 through 10 provided 10 chances to examine, improve, and try again. Our mental time travel may be flawed, but it's a gift that allows us to imagine, adapt, and thrive in ways no other species can. As always, please leave questions or notes in the comments, and we will see you next week.